Hello, here is my AEP 880 assignment number 5. I've titled this, Why Does She Do That? I'm going to walk you through some Muslim religious practices in the public schools. Often students have questions when they see females dressed in the traditional Muslim hijab. The modest dress is prescribed for both men and women by the Quran. Females must cover their hair, and some of them cover their faces as well. A large part of the Muslim faith is the call to prayer. The call to prayer occurs 5 times each day. One of the times to pray occurs near noon when the sun is at the highest point. The other occurs 2 hours later. When students are in school, they must be excused for this time to pray. It takes about 15 minutes each time. A separate private space should be set aside for this activity. The Jummah, which is on Friday, lasts about an hour. It's every Friday at noon. Students should be excused without penalty from school to attend this prayer service at their mosque. The Quran calls that each prayer event must be preceded by washing the face, hands, and feet in fresh running water. In schools where no public foot washing station is provided, students may wash their feet in the sinks. During Ramadan, students must fast during the daylight hours. No food or drink can be taken while the sun is up. Students should be allowed to go to the school library or another location instead of the cafeteria. They should also be excused from any activities such as physical education or recess, which might cause them excess fatigue during the time that they are fasting. Muslims also must avoid pork and some other animal products, such as shortening derived from animals. This is often found in breads, puddings, cookies, cakes, donuts. Obviously, all pork products like pepperoni, sausage, hot dogs, bacon, that would be alone or in other foods. Gelatin in jello, desserts, candies, chocolates, any lard, or food ingredients such as colorings and so forth that contain alcohol. Students must take care to avoid these products which contain non-halal ingredients. School lunch items must all be properly labeled to show forbidden ingredients, and for primary students who may have poor reading skills, they must be labeled with the picture of a pig or a red dot. PE classes must be segregated by sex. Female students may not participate in co-ed swim classes. Optional sports must be offered if these classes are mandatory for a grade or a certificate. Muslim students of either sex may not participate in communal same-sex showers. Separate, private facilities must be provided for showering. Muslims often refuse physical contact with members of the opposite sex. It is okay to say salam when greeting a Muslim of the opposite sex. Do not be offended if the greeting is not returned. Often, persons of the Muslim faith feel this is a greeting only to be shared between Muslims. Touching is never appropriate. I received all of this information from an educator's guide to Islamic religious practices put out by the Council for Islamic Relations. And I retrieved it from this website for future reference. Thank you for watching. Here's my screen cap.